Hello friends, in this video we will try to discuss a concept called inheritance in Scala. So in this video we will try to discuss what is inheritance and what are the key features are available in inheritance and how to extend a class in inheritance and what is single and multiple inheritance. Okay, let's come back to inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance is an important pillar of object-oriented programming. It is a mechanism in Scala by which one class is allowed to inherit the features. Features is nothing but fields and the methods of another class. Okay, so we used to define a superclass or parent class, and further down the line which we are going to access by creating a derived class or subclass from the superclass features. Okay, and as discussed, superclass is nothing but the class whose features are inherited is known as superclass or parent class. Okay, and the subclass is the class that inherits the other class is known as subclass or derived class. Okay, the third important aspect is in reusability. So what does it mean exactly? So reusability is nothing but when we want to create a new class and there is already a class that includes some of the code that which we want, we can derive our new class from the existing class. By doing this, we can reuse the fields and methods of the existing class. It means to say, so as discussed earlier, when we want to when we are going for the new class where there is a class built-in class exists where we can try to inherit the features from the existing class. Okay, that's where basically the reusability comes in the picture. So how inheritance is allowed? Basically by extending the keyword. Using extends we can able to extend the parent class, okay, or superclass. Okay, now we will try to see in the practical implementation. Now we are in IntelliJ IDE. Let's try to create an object. Let's say inheritance. So first we will try to implement single inheritance. So let's try to define the main method first. Main args array of string. Okay, now first of all we'll try to create parent class. Let's say class parent. In the parent class we will declare one variable called name. Let's say the return type of the name is string. So the person name is, let's say, Krishna. So now we will try to create derived class. Okay, by using extends keyword. Okay, so using extends keywords we are going to extend the parent class. Let's say class name is child. This child class extends parent class. Okay, now under parent child class, let's say we are going to declare a variable called age. Let's say the type is integer. Let's say the age is 60. Okay, now so we declare the age. Now we will try to define a method so that the method should access the both the properties from the parent as well as the child. Let's say def details. So this is the method name. Now let's do println name is let's say name. Now let's try to print is age. Okay, now we will try to create an object for the derived class. Okay, now we already defined the main method, also which we will call it as driver code. Okay, now we are creating object for the derived class. Okay, now let's say object equal to new child. Okay, here is a derived class which we had it. Sorry, this is here is the derived class child. Now we are accessing based on the method which we are calling it as. So derived class which we had details method, under the details we are printing name and the age. Name which is capturing from the parent class, and age which is available and under the child class. So here is a derived class. This is the main class, parent class is extending, okay, based on the extends keywords. So now we can able to inherit the parents as well as the child properties, and then we are creating under the main method object for the derived class, and we are inheriting both the properties. Now we will try to run and see whether we can able to get the expected outcome or not. Okay, we got name as well as age, both we can able to achieve successfully. Now we can able to see, we can able to achieve the single inheritance. Now we will jump into multiple inheritance. Okay, we will try to do a minimal modification. Okay, so let it parent will be the same and the child also will be the same. Now we are going to add another class. Okay, here let's say class, let's make it as child1. Okay, this will extend the child. Okay, this will extend the child. Under this, so here, okay, now under this child1 we already defined a method, so this is going to invoke sub derived class as well as the parent class. Okay, now we are defined name from the parent class, age from the derived class, and further down the line again we are extending the derived class here. Okay, now we will try to create object for the class, and then we will try to invoke the method in order to get the values. Okay, now we will try to run and see what outcome that we are going to get. We will try to see. Okay, so this is also fetching the results. Name is Krishna, age is 60. So we can able to achieve multiple inheritance by using extend keywords. Okay, so as discussed in the slides, we are created the parent class as well as the derived class. Using extend keywords we are extending the class, and then we are accessing those properties using the method which we defined. Okay, by creating an object for that derived class. Okay, that's all for today's guys. If you really like this video, please do subscribe, like it and share it, and please do the comment.